Hey, it's Time again from Cracked Rabbit Gaming, and this is my 5-day rush guide for Slime Rancher. So immediately you are just going to want to run straight forward and grab as much food as you can. Now we are getting to the moss blanket, so if you already know how to get to the moss blanket and unlock it, you can skip ahead in the video. So up here to the left you can see this bridge that has a Gordo slime on it, and that's where we get a key. So we need to get a whole bunch of food. So we're just gonna go around and pick up as much food as we can. And you can do this in multiple trips if you need to. Now, up here, take a look at this tube right in front of me here. There's that pink tube, and that's where we are going to be going after we get the key from this Gordo. And you are going to have plenty of time to do this, so don't worry about running and doing everything perfectly if you're just trying to get the achievement for 50,000 newbucks, because I made a bunch of mistakes and I still had plenty of time. So that's my second trip to go grab some more food, and now you can see he's popping, and there's a key right in the middle. So we're going to grab that key. Here's that pink tube that we ran through, and we're going on our way to the moss blanket. Now, as of this recording, there's no in-game map, but they are supposed to add that. So you may have a map depending on when you're watching this. So we're going to use the slime key here, and this is the moss blanket. So we're going to drop down through this log, and now that we're here, we want to grab boom slimes, which is that guy right there that I got, and we want to get honey slimes and mangoes. So you'll see that coming up. So we're gonna run forward here, and up ahead of me right there through that doorway is a good place to go find more, which I didn't do in this part, but you might want to do that because there are a lot of boom slimes seem to be in there. Now these guys are feral, so you can't grab them. So you're just gonna want to run past them, and there is a honey slime, so get him, and just grab all of the honey slimes and boom slimes that you can. And you can also grab some extra plorts that are on the ground. I was just picking up pink ones and not really worrying about it. Now here are mangoes up here. These are the mint mangoes. So make sure you pick up those, and like I said, you don't need slimes, any other slimes. So get rid of those to get room for mangoes. And you actually only need one mango. It's quicker if you can find more than one. So get as many as you can, but if you can only find one, that's fine. There's another mango on the ground there. So you can look around other places. So now we're just collecting more slimes. If you want to be really efficient about this, you could only grab mangoes and run straight back, because we are going to have to wait for the mangoes to grow. So you can go plant those and then come back and get the boom slimes, but we really don't need to do that. And we're heading through the teleporter back to the ranch. Now, you want to create 2 gardens. I accidentally made a corral here, but it doesn't matter. And also make sure you clear out all of the pink slimes and all the pink or any other plorts that there are. So here, there's a few pink plorts up here. Absolutely make sure you get rid of all those, because that will screw up this run. If the largos that we create eat those, they will turn into tars. And now I know it looks like I jumped way ahead in the video, but this is actually going to happen no matter what. So what happens is you plant the tree, and as there are mangoes growing, your honey slimes are going to eat the mangoes. They're going to drop honey plorts. The boom slimes are going to eat those honey plorts and turn into these largos that are combinations of booms and honey. Now here I'm just upgrading my garden. Make sure you don't buy the scare slime though, because we actually want the slimes to eat all the fruit. So we don't want to scare them away. This machine here has gold plorts if you complete the objectives, and they're not very hard to do, so you can check there and see if you feel like doing it, at least at the beginning, just to, you know, sort of quickly get some upgrades and stuff, get money for upgrades. But like I said, you're gonna have so much time and so much money by the end of this that it's not really that important. So if there are any other slimes around here, I'm just gonna shoot them with the opposite plort to make sure they turn into the Largos. And I'm just gonna go around collecting stuff. So you can see I actually destroyed any corrals there were and built gardens and planted the mangoes. And, then whenever I had the money, I would buy the upgrades. I think that's what I'm checking here. Gonna upgrade this one with the nutrient soil and the sprinkler. And so that's just kind of how this goes. You just want to go around picking up plorts and selling them, and then buying upgrades. And whenever you don't have anything else left to do, like if there aren't any plorts around and there are no mangoes, because you're waiting for them to grow, you can run back through the moss blanket and grab more honey slimes, grab more boom slimes, and don't worry about mangoes because you should have plenty of mangoes at that point. But you won't be getting any more slimes, naturally, so you have to go collect more whenever you can. And then you'll see here, I'm just going around picking stuff up. It's okay, to go and sort of spread out the mangoes if they're all just landed under the tree, and you see some of these guys kind of start to run away, so I want to just make sure they stay in the main area. And if you really feel like it, you can even go and open up the other areas and plant more stuff, but I didn't even bother with that because, like I said, I could tell that I was going to have plenty. And I did go and buy some of these upgrades, just the ones that let you sprint faster and hold more. You can upgrade your health and stuff. Since these guys are boom slimes, they will harm you, and you can see that some of them start exploding here, and I'm actually getting hurt, but I never really came too close to actually getting knocked out by them. So here we are on day 4, and you can see I have 25,000, and that's just what I have left, because I already spent money. So I think the achievement will unlock just from you attaining 50,000 newbucks, even if you don't have it at the end, even if you've spent it on stuff. But just to be on the safe side, you see I made sure to collect 50,000. You can see in the bottom left corner. You can see that there are hundreds of plorts lying around the ground that I could have turned in for probably 100,000, newbucks if I wanted to, but I was just going for the achievement. And you can see here I even got knocked out once, and that didn't even matter. So I hope that helped.